what the plan is for today is, first off, building ENXO4's gold farm, which I've done before, and it's yet another super simple build. And hopefully after that I'll have enough time to build a bartering farm as well. Oh, hello. Don't mind what I'm planning to do to all of your friends. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, hopefully I have a chance to get around to the bartering farm as well. We'll see how it goes. But first up, I need to dig myself out a great big hole. And because I haven't pillared up, I need to make sure that all of this is within the nether wastes for it to work. So hopefully I get lucky and I'm far enough into the biome that everything I'm digging out is in the right area. I've got a 2x2 chunk space that I need to unveil. I'm really trying not to hit that guy in the face. So chunk 1 is all good. Still in the nether wastes. Okay, we've opened out here, but that's alright. I can just build it with the netherrack that I'm mining out here. Luckily it's not too much, just a little corner. Okay, I've got this corner here that's actually Crimson Forest, which is unfortunate. I'm going to block that off and try the other way. Okay, that chunk's all good. Okay, that chunk's hopefully all nether waste, so I can block this wall up here. Okay, I think we're all good biome-wise, so just need to get rid of this bit of wall, and we're good to go for the next bit of the farm. So that's a nice space cleared out now. I've got my little helper here. Luckily he doesn't get mad about me using the shulker box. Next up, we build a portal. But I think the version that I'm on, I don't want to light it yet, because I believe that leads to being overrun by zombified piglins. So now I'm digging out the upper layer, and it's just a copy of what's down below. I just need to remember to keep the portal in the middle so that I don't end up with it off center compared to the bottom. Section 1 is dug out, and my little buddies come to check that I'm doing it properly. That's the second layer dug out, and I've got basically 2.5 shulker boxes of netherrack now too. Although my pickaxe is looking a little worse for wear. I'm actually digging 4 holes out in the corner, and this is for normal piglins to fall down, which means that I might have been able to use the Crimson Forest chunk that I dug out before, but I think it's probably better just to be on the safe side and make sure that I'm following the tutorial to the letter. So the trapdoors will let the mobs walk down there because they think it's still a solid block. Now it's time to block off this little staircase. But my buddy's already gone down, so don't worry. We've not lost him. Now I need my turtle egg bait and a little trapdoor. And even though they can't see through that trapdoor, I'm assured that it will work. I think that little guy is going to despawn, so he's not an issue. And him walking through this isn't going to generate any chunks. So that should be all good. I've read that I need some magma cubes for the bridge. So I've decided to dig them out from the path that's on the way to the stronghold. But I'm just hoping that I don't run into any lava suddenly, because normally I'd start from above the magma vein, I guess for want of a better word. So I know where all the lava is going to be, but I'm sort of starting halfway through and just hoping that I don't get drowned. I do have fire resist potion on me though, if the worst comes to it. But it's looking like I'm alright. I don't know actually how many blocks that I need of this, so... Oh wow, I've got nearly a stack. I think it's not going to be more than a stack, because it's just for the bridge in the overworld to kill any chickens that might come past. I nearly had a heart attack because I thought I was going to fall off then. And I don't have an electro on because I'm trying not to lose anymore. And luckily I was crouched, but I ended up over empty air and a whole lot of nothing. The other thing I've been very careful of is to make sure that this chest is in the right place, because the last time I built this farm somewhere, I put the chest down too low and ended up with baby zombified piglins just murdering me. Oh dear, that's a lot of piglins. I don't know if I'm actually trapped in here, but I can't seem to escape the crush of piglins. That progress? Okay. I've also just realised another issue, apart from being bounced around like a crazy person, because if I touch one of these guys, I am literally toast, so I've got to be careful here. There's also another issue, which is the build point for my overworld portal is outside the world border. And I actually, okay, I'm stood on something. If I take my water back, then phrase of piglins isn't gonna do anything. I need to go and break that portal though. And then I need to replan and basically do everything that I've just done, but in an area where my overworld portal is going to be within the world border. And I don't know why I didn't consider this. I mean, I did consider it, but I didn't actually count it through after I'd put that first portal down, and that's what I should have done, is count out exactly where that overworld point would be. Well, you live and learn. I will get back to you once I've rebuilt things and escaped this place, unless anything else interesting happens to me on the way. I just fell from up there. And oh, that could have gone so much worse. Let's see my face. Trust me, that's a panicked face. So I was digging along the level my farm eventually will be to try and get to the right chunks. And just didn't look at my feet. And yep, here I am. Feather falling is doing some real good work for me. I'll tell you that much. And now, hopefully, uninterrupted, back to finding a new farm location. So I've rebuilt layer 1 and layer 2 in a new location, which hopefully... Oh, I didn't check my portal coordinates. That's good that I was chatting to you, because otherwise I wouldn't have known where I need to build the new portal. But yes, looking at this, maybe. Yeah, because that's going to be like 880, right? Which is well within the border. Yes, I am all good this time. I haven't messed it up again. I'm not sure I could deal with digging out another one of these pits. But anyway, what I do need to do now is I need to run back to the first hole that I dug out and grab my trapdoors back, because I figured that would be easier than getting all the wood again. 17 trapdoors, that's a lot of wood. But also I want to try and recover some of the obsidian. I won't be able to get the stuff on the other side, but I'd at least like to get the bit that I built in the middle of the farm back. Well, this glass is pretty hard to see. I appear to have a knack for picking the worst colour of glass to build in for my nether projects. But if I turn hitboxes on, I guess we'll be able to see it a bit easier. There we go. Also, I have no idea how that Enderman ended up here, because there shouldn't be any spawnable blocks up here. But he's just chilling. So that's everything from the nether part of the wrong farm cleared up. And as you can hear, things are going very well down in that big old pit that I'm just going to leave and hope it doesn't cause problems in the future. So I've just got to the point where I've put my turtle egg back in there. Should, I hope, be quite safe, because they can't get up there. But to prevent the piglin cram that I had last time, I'm not going to light this portal until I've built the parts above it. So hopefully I can now go and build the nether roof section, and then when I go through that portal it's not going to be linked to anything. And I'm hoping I can come back here, because I've got a nice route here that just goes to spawn. So it'll be easy to come back and light the portal when I'm ready, and then that should all link up and everything. Fingers crossed, will be working. I'm going to try skipping the entrance portal, which is the one that I built first last time, because I don't think I'm going to need it. I'll probably build up some scaffolding eventually to access the farm, and also, if needed, before that time I can use my elytra, because it's just going to be quicker coming up to the nether reef rather than flying over the overworld. So I'm back at the going through the portal to the overworld stage, and this time I won't be greeted by a massive load of zombie piglins, which is good. And we've also come out above ground level, which I'm very glad about, because I don't want to dig up from the depths again. So it's now time to build the overworld portal, and having a look, I feel like this is going to be in the middle of the ocean again. And I've overshot. Maybe I should grab a lily pad from the mangrove place. That would probably make this a bit easier as I'm trying to build up over ocean, rather than grabbing some kelp again like I did last time. Although normally the lily pads are all over the place, and it looks like I found the one bit of mangrove swamp. Oh no, I'm just being blind. There we go. Okay, so I can put this down on the spot I want and then place a block underneath it to start my pillaring. Oh, I have to be above it, do I? Can I place it while I'm stood there? Okay. Yes, I have managed to put that in the right place. So that's good. And now I can pop that under there. And I've got a nice start location without having to pillar up right from the seafloor. So I've pillared up to the right height for my overworld portals. So let's just take a moment to admire the view from up here. There's one little mangrove tree all on its own. Oh, poor thing. But yeah, a nice view of all the work that I still need to do in my world. So I've made it back to my killing chamber, but I didn't actually consider how I'm going to get down there without dying horribly. I feel like maybe I didn't think this through properly. I mean, I've only got 17 levels and I know where I am, so I could just purposefully go splat, but I don't like doing that. At the same point, I don't know if I have enough scaffolding to get up here. I might do. So what I'm going to do is dig down this pillar here. I don't want to dig up there because then the piglins will hit me as I'm going through the farm, but I can leave the last block on here and then bridge out to the side. So if I go 2 or 3 blocks away from this, I should end up on the side of the platform. And that gets rid of one giant ugly pillar in my world. I've got plans for the other overworld portals to make them look a bit better. That's going to be, as with a lot of things, a job for another day. I've grabbed all of the scaffolding that I have, and I hope that'll be enough to get myself back up to the farm. And now I'm on my way to light the portal in the killing chamber. Spawning chamber, rather. And yes, as I hoped, because I'm down at nether level, it's not had a chance to get really busy in here yet. So hopefully now when I go back up, all the portals will have linked properly, and I'm looking forward to a flood of zombified pigmen so that I can get loads and loads of gold. There we go. Perfect. So I've got a way up and down from the farm now. I think if I stick that there, then I won't get any spawns. And yep, here come the first of the zombified pigmen, I'm not sure which one it is. And this farm doesn't have a collection system, so the idea is that you just put all your stuff away and fill your inventory with nuggets, and then that acts as the sorting system for the farm. These guys are very noisy, but I will modify the volume for you during editing so that your eardrums don't get blasted off. So I think from that little test you can see how good it's going to be eventually for gold. Although I guess, let me just get some distance away so I can hear my thoughts. That's better. I think there is a change where if you're not killing them yourself, then they're not going to drop any nuggets. But I guess at that point I can come in and put some ladders in the killing chamber to stop entity cramming. Because the farm's designed for you to be killing them with looting anyway. So so it's not gonna make a difference overall. And then the other thing I was thinking of doing, because you can see here just from that last little bit of being in the area how much junk that I've picked up, although I guess these I can actually throw to the piglins that I want for my bartering farm, because that's the next step, is getting something to do with all the gold that I'll be picking up from the gold farm. So eventually what I'd like to do, if I can find my way back home, is set up an automatic gold ingot crafting up here. Got 2 Endermen now. They're building a little society up here, apparently. I hope they don't put those blocks down, because then I could have normal stuff spawning up here, and that's not what I want. So I want somewhere I can dump all the nuggets so that they get automatically crafted into ingots for me. And then I want to see if I can add some alloys in to sort out the gold swords and the rotten flesh and just automatically destroy them, because otherwise what I have to do is periodically go in with a lava bucket to get rid of them to prevent lag. So I've run out of time to do the bartering farm, which means that that will definitely be the focus of my next episode, because there's lots of nice drops that I can get from these little guys, and a load of junk too, I can always hope. So that's going to be my plan for next session. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.